Ghana de shima mama mbo bibira jo sama makwaba e de ba RKTV so enyume no sakase na meje braking kan e de asomo adaro ma be kan ye ho a like comment pia share na subscribe ma ensem no enko nanim ensem no dolls ne mom ka me ho na me bobo na passport no bi emfa ensomo na ye be sha se efri ma sha bedwe fie mu na ho na dom kuma de ma no atum atwum se kokwakuafo e ka ban de wo pese wotisa sika no eso no Onubo enjoso Sarah so and a year to force and Madam Elizabeth Jarofosu, a day to judge say, what I share I say for fra, a babwa ama cocoa processing no a so it's me a banfa so. Sarah so never could pimu a won't confer ama so metrala tamamu ne hona Catholic as of Konu be a day to be a so a day equatia the Pakunkuma, a time and home so a war, potimu a hole. In some the big way no na major bread akin kind of some saying minutes like I said our RKTV so Grace Pentecostal Church and also my cinema make say bro on a happy life adult education of things so happy life media school and near nim komo our much for so 0242 178032 na major bread akin kind ka said in some chumu abramo meeting at the gano elom metro me ho abasisia me ba ye be hyansem nase. Medofo medaze so je bread try me e ma me twa me ho e baaye afa yen hye ensem na se na fa mo enkopiemu e o mrahye bedwefie na endrada na dom kuma won mo mrahye bedwefie de ensem bi etudwa e de fa koko ekuafo e ka koko bodade de won no na nenu penfo de abase won mo ebetium ka na emu meka no ente se semi ese omode mom na emu on bete so na we nam so e ma dom kuma no etwum ese won bo enjo so esanse eye koko ekuafo na netimi eso manga na mu ebo manga na tinimi ejina ne naso ne santi binfo enhwe no munye bebi mfa ho
enura mo betia president ka say ofre emergency meeting enyina enim say emergency meeting na ofre no e de asem papa beba de na meeting ne say obeka say finance minister ko hwe sika na fa betua akuafo ka efisa nye ne nko na cocoa price akofom ewura kofo abreso cocoa price akofom kofo pe kwan papa so e de tua akuafo ka yewura o mampanyin kufo ado abreso international price ekofom o mampanyin pe kwan papa bi so e de tua akuafo ka akuafo na ahwe Ghana saa free set tete kwahye di cocoa baye 1879 ne efre na FOB price ade bi ekogye no international market no yemfa ne nyina ma akuafo da bia yetua ne kese na 70% ohemu chichemu aduoson edrume bi kura timiti ba fom 40% pen ye de ma akuafo and the international price akofom a afepe na omubu man ye o afepe na wate akuafo wo mo akatua wo de ma wo mo so 10 million no nti akuafo wo mo nya de yan akuafo mo nya akuafo na hwe o man yisa ye ma ye scholarship ye de bi ya kwan ye de bi CBBA akuafo na hwe o man yi nyina na no ko hwe Bank of Ghana omo report ba ya report no nko ase afie nko ano 2025 nko ano omo nya 3.9 billion dollars would you multiply current rate into sika na akuafo sika no omo de ye de na ebo ne kofom a wokote akuafo omo akatua de ma wo so 10 billion bag of the baby bia nti mo gidi se one akuafo edi ne ye beto aba assemble ne yantian free ye rere kopoko assemble ne yantian free ye ra atofo sin ho se nyame ya adom mahama na mu ose wonni kokofo akopa asase wonni kokofo akopa asase nti asase ya yenkopa na no nie resetting no eno nie resetting eno nie so ahu na yantini panyinsem da say yati koko akuafo eboso koko akuafo na ahwe o man yi saa entimedia mesre se yati koko akuafo boso dia ene ye Ghana ha ene ye adwuma nyina yanti obia koko na katua so ene koko border chief executive monkohwe ne office Monkohwe ne office baby ana ne manager office wo e ho na wode aye dan ne monkohwe ne fie asiesi a waye afi nkoa wato Land Cruisers 4 na ane de yente so nti na katua no yebete so ena me wura pa da me wura kese pa ya da me ma me wuye ene de akwa ya atwa sa de no mo ya atwam nti resra mo nyina mo fama no ntombi yen su ma akuafo na ya akuafo na hwe man yi saa bepem ne adan ne atutu o msa nti yesra man panyin yesra man panyin se wo mra biem na ne kyerɛ ya o meka se papa foforo enkyerɛ akuafo na so ne we pass what so 10 million de yampene eno kwa de yampene nti yesra man panyin se won sa mra biem yadamase.
The new managers of the cocoa sector have reset the trading program of cocoa board. We used to sell about 70% on forward sales and 30% on spot. They argued that that was an incompetent approach and decided to change it. And now they are selling about 70% on spot. That is why today, as prices have dipped, they are struggling and are saying that the price they had announced ends up being higher than the current prices on the market. That's number one. This action to announce a 28% reduction in the price amounts to a haircut of about 28% on close to 1 million Ghanaian cocoa farmers. Already when you go into the cocoa growing areas, I was in my areas just a few days ago. A lot of young people are already not going into cocoa because they say the older folk who went into it, they don't see a transformation in their lives. It's left with the old, elderly, poor on the farms. When you do this, what is going to happen in subsequent years is that even those ones will not be going into the cocoa production. If they won't sell their cocoa farms to Galamsey operators, God knows what they will do. All of this has come about because of the reset that Cocoa Board did. And that is why, respectfully, we ask the president to relieve the Cocoa Board CEO of his responsibilities at this point in time. Number two, we are asking the government that in previous times when cocoa prices fell and the government absorbed the shock and protected the cocoa farmer, the NDC government should absorb the cost of what they have done and protect the cocoa farmer and restore at least the 3,625 that they promised. This 2,800 or so that they are promising is totally unacceptable. Already we are receiving messages from cocoa farmers who say that if this is what is going to happen, they are going to demonstrate in a number of these. And if they do, we in this caucus, we will join them on the streets to do this demonstration.
That's why na cocoa insensemi ehwo na se de be o man Ghana yanka se betimi a produce cocoa ni etimi a add value ana sense akraye bi abemu ma emu ne ton nyina eso etimi abanfa so we nam so amane no so afa ohwe sikasem wonsem ho yewura aseso ato force na madam Elizabeth ofosejare so afa ohwe dwedi ho nsem wedding nsem bi ato dwetwum se wabehwe ayenhye for crab betimi aba cocoa processing industry no ama my Ghana etimi ejina ne nanso bi.
Many meetings that we'll have today, and we have successfully engaged processors, cocoa processors, and just to ascertain from them their ability to be able to process cocoa locally to add value and create jobs and, where possible, create wealth also for our people. And so you can see the heavyweights with us today, their ability to be able to process significant amount of cocoa. The details will be delivered this afternoon as part of the cocoa sector reforms. Let me also use this opportunity to entreat you. Government is going to roll out a comprehensive reform of the cocoa sector. The sector has survived this country for years, created jobs, and has done so what has become more or less has always been our mainstay of the Ghanaian economy. But it's obvious that it's undergoing some challenges and it needs some reforms. And those reforms will be announced today. And I'm sure going forward, all of us will be happy to embrace the new cocoa sector.
Today we are here to make sure that we talk to industry, know what their challenges are, and solve them so that they are able to process our cocoa right here in Ghana. Can you imagine what will happen to our employment fronts if 50% of our cocoa is produced right here? and processed right here? I'm sure the answer is what you are thinking. And so today the Minister of Finance is here at the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, so that we engage industry, know their challenges, and make sure that even before the season ends, they are able to upskill, they are able to process more, and the next season will even be.
Na was ansem kroya emu ena openya wono eda Ghana Cocoa Board no ano yera Dr. Randy Abbey and so edit to the chum say ya da woni mpanyifo akwa asetena wono nyina agya tum say omo de hyehyefo for kwa ba betimi aboa Cocoa Board and as a cocoa processing industry no na etimi edimu.
With our series of stakeholder engagements, and the processes are an extremely important part of the value chain. And so, in view of government's strategy with respect to the value addition of cocoa, it was only appropriate that we also met the captains of that sector to show how serious and committed government is. We had both the finance minister and the minister for trade, agribusiness and industry leading this engagement. The details of government direction and policy would be contained in the minister's press briefing later on this afternoon. But just for everybody to know that we intend changing the direction as far as the cocoa industry is concerned. We have over-relied on the export of the raw beans. And so we need to change course if we're really serious about value addition, creation of jobs, getting the farmer better value for their work, and also creating wealth as far as entrepreneurship and business is concerned. So thank you very much.
Order for me that's how I was saying you may not see and I will share aha RKTV so what are my wa be kan ho a ma rain fi so be like he will be comment wa share na fi wa subscribe amansem no akọ n'anim na yento aso enfam kopie mu ewo rampant mu na SHTS ba kwa wo ho ato ne din say Wovenu Senior High Technical School eno ewo Tajewu North Ketu anase Ketu North Municipality ani nyina ewo rampant mu ho na maneba ababetuja etwum se nipa no miensa aposifo aso omo a ni nyina ene se eye SHTS mu ho no no eduana eye school feeding program e aba se yemfa sannuane emfa ma school mofra no muntimi nya bindi no muntimi ensua de enko omanim no nipa miensa etimi akukura eduane bi a chese omukwa koton no metimi enya omonsem esika na hwehwemu etwem se wono ma aposifo nsa so mumu yi metwa nipa bonfo miensa yi no ba ko eye police ni anidin de police sergeant Bernard Amegbo ono eye police ni afenso so ba ko edin de Doris Foley ono ene assistant matron na ono so ewo school ho na afenso so ba ko edin de perfect Foley ono ene matron no enuaba ina omumiensa nyina akomutia bo mama ma adwen se eduane a school feeding program e dey abasen fa no eduane ma school mofra no omo ekwa akoton na empanyifo ensa so nipa bonfo yimu na no kwada ya February bosume ne da etoso du ba ko wa fempimienu eni eduonu sia emu wabra na abo anopa be 6:20 am na omuhu sinti o ma package eduane egu police ni kama so mo di free school ho na eho na assembly member ewo sabia eho eye Meli Atipo ehunu se onmaso eduane di free school mu ho na osusu se eduane no ebetimi free school mu ho na anototo ano no mu hu se ampa eduane ni free school mu ho a sabre de ye de nipa bonfe akokopie mu ewo Joje police station a yeda so a eye nsem no mu enhwehwemu yebewie kase no ewo nkrofo aman so na yemfa mutufa enkonkopie mu ewo Alatama mu Nigeria na eye Taraba State ena Endrada eye Catholic police for now say Catholic priests asofu Kronum bi on mode oyetwe bi ahyehyɛ so ɛwɔ saa beaeɛ hɔ nom ne nyinaa ɛne sɛ nipa kunkum ade ama ne hom ne so paa ɛwɔ saa beaeɛ hɔ a nam so ama yɛm hyehyɛ ɛde aba wɔn so ne senti no wɔyɛ demonstration yi awo sɛ wɔn kitakita placards a wɔn hyɛ aban sɛ aban mma bɛyɛ bibi ɛmfa ho ɛma wɔn ɛnyɛ saa wɔn mu ewu anam so kwampo ama Reverend Father David Tanko ɔno nso so fulanifoɔ yi bi etumi akɔ so ne mu a wɔn agye ne nkwa fi ne nsam yɛayɛ ne santi no ɛyɛ asɔfo no mu ɛyɛ ɔyɛ church mu sɛ wɔyɛ din a na ne deɛ kyɛ sɛ ɔmo wua no no ne santi wɔhyɛ aban sɛ aban ɛmfa ne nan nsi fam na wɔnyɛ bibi ɛmfa saa nsɛm yi ho ɔdɔfoɔ enwumere no nsia kaseɛ a yɛde bɛso mu ɛwɔ RKTV ɛso ɛnɛ de yi no aha na brɛ ne agya ɔyɛ ne yɛde nsɛm no nyinaa esie na emom mame mmɔbɔ no apɔsɔpɔsɔ no bi ɛmfa ma mo sɛnea meyɛ ne daa no na ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwafie mu dɔm kumaa de ɔma no de sɛm bi ato dwa atwam sɛ ɛyɛ sika a aban pɛ sɛ wɔde tua kɔkɔɔ akuafoɔ no a wɔate soɔ no wɔn mo bo ɛndwo soɔ saa ara nso so ɛna trade minister na afei nso finance minister ɛde abasoba bɛhwɛ no a nhyehyɛ foforɔ koraa bɛtumi aboa cocoa processing industry no na afei ɛtumi edi mu ama ɛso ɛtumi aba mfasoɔ bebree saa ara nso so na yɛde mu kɔpie mu ɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ ama nso mehyɛ Nigeria man mu na ɛhɔ ɛna ehu sɛ Catholic asɔfokuo no mu bi ɛde ɔyɛtwa bi ahyehyɛ so a wɔn mo ɛrekasa etia nipa kunkum ama ne hom ne so ɛwɔ saa beaeɛ hɔ Mame Fasida PKC Emma Boaforma Somasne, Grace Pentecostal Church, Happy Life Adult Education, and I face also Happy Life Media School. Ope omu extra kwan wo from Kwaja Hebal Estate Hills, film 0242 178 032. Nya major backing kan kase no e de som mumidi e de ganu elom. With the production team ni nyina ase. Once I'll be ready share and mamumo and share. Show who see ye a sans etchna a vows day. Yankopon ya aduma next week. Ye besansu ishia makram.